Atlanta, New Mexico Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. To throw, Manning. Here comes the heat. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A give to Brown. He breaks a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Here's Manning to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much and too much mustard as well.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line and scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Manning. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Dumps it to the back. It's on target and complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make...
Touchdown, Longhorn! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Green. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Levitt. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Can't get him to the ground. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Touchdown LSU. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Level.
He wants to change this route.
Booster.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a huge play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
It's really early in the game right now, and it's 4th and short, 4th and medium maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Levin. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Arts to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man, it's Townsend. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Might be changing the route. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Makes a catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. And you like your matchup versus a safety. So zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Levin. Caught near the sticks, it's Green. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Green. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Hits him with a stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl game.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
To the air, it's Manning. The quick out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on.
Caught, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Arch is going to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. To the air on second down. Release to the back. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Hart's going to spin it again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Gonna run it. It's Barry. Fights off a defender. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Levin. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Right on the money. Got it inside headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They move on top here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To throw, Manning. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Townsend. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Manning to the air again. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are, they're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Upstairs, he's got it. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Quick toss. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Manning. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Hydro.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Up. Sweep. Freeze. Let it go.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Running through contact. And the defense finishes things off with a pick, and they'll take home the Big Bowl trophy. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, Dave.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The play action fake. Looking for the score. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Manning. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to... It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And they did tack on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give to Caden Durham. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few